What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Crypto Sherpa Show, where I read you those daily cryptocurrency news articles to keep you informed on what's going on. Sorry for being a couple minutes late today. Of course, right before you go live, we get some technical difficulties. Move one little cable, and then all my screens go black. Then my switchboard starts malfunctioning, and you know how live streams goes. But welcome back to the show. Hope you all had a great weekend. Hopefully, you didn't get shaken out and scared when Bitcoin touched 99,000. That's right, Bitcoin had a little dip. What caused that? Well, of course, it definitely has to do with Iran, Israel, all those tensions going out there. So these are macroeconomic factors that are taking place, not really affecting like straight on crypto itself, but it's affecting everything as a whole. So we're going to cover some articles that went through that. We also got some more Bitcoin buying news. So it's like, even though we had that little dip, companies are still, the usual guys are still buying Bitcoin like no other. So we got that news, and then just things I just to look out for this week. So let's just dive right on the news and cover what's going on. But as we can see right now, markets are looking pretty good. We're going to see a green right now. Again, like everyone's still buying Bitcoin and everything. We have Strategy buying another 26 million, which is just 255 Bitcoin. So not as much as he usually buys this. That's a small amount, but he did buy some more, and that's putting them one step closer to almost 600,000 Bitcoin. Yes, where are they at right now? They are currently holding 592,345 Bitcoin so far. That's on Strategy's balance sheet, so very nice. And then we also got Metaplanet adding another 1,111 Bitcoin as they approach Tesla's Bitcoin holdings. So Metaplanet's making their way up there. Their continuous buys are now catching up to Tesla. They're just shy by 398 Bitcoin. So guys, everyone's buying Bitcoin. We got even some new guys like Grant Cardone coming in here, who spent 5.1 billion to buy 1,000 Bitcoin. So there is not enough Bitcoin to go around, guys. Just keep stacking as you can. When you see these dips that may shake off the market, like buy it, because who else is buying it? The big players are. If not just these big players, the bigger players on top of these players are the ones buying it. I think we even got news that like Texas governor officially signed the bill too. So everything going on is strategized, planned. It's going on. It's happening. So just with these markets, like where we are with crypto, just keep buying and hodling and just just keep holding for dear life, seriously. But there is at least also, though, that was like the positives for why we saw the Bitcoin price go up. But then again, there was also liquidations going on, at least 701 million after the U.S. Strike against Iran's nuclear facility. So yep, so once that went down, we saw Bitcoin's prices start going down. So that's what took place over the weekend. And then also, I guess there is also signs that the oil disruption could get threatened by Iranian parliament's approval. So yeah, so oil could be going up. It's like $120, $150 from its current $100 a barrel. But this again plays into the effects on like prices everywhere. So we really don't need to dive deep down in these articles, but we will go over what 4 things that could rile the Bitcoin crypto market this week. So let's go through this and find out what's happening. So crypto markets have already started the week with elevated volatility as Bitcoin fell below 6 figures for the first time in more than 6 weeks. Now, what else is in store? Well, the crypto markets took a big dip in late trading on Sunday, with Bitcoin falling below $100,000 for the first time since early May, but it appears to be recovering already. Yeah, I believe we're like at 102 right now, 103, nope, 101,200 last from what I can see. But we are making our ways back up. But the markets have been highly volatile over this past week amid geopolitical tensions and the U.S. airstrike on Iranian nuclear facilities over the weekend. Now, those tensions escalated with Iran threatening to close the Straits of Hormuz, a key shipping channel which would impact global oil prices. And Russia has also reportedly stated that countries are ready to supply Iran with the nuclear weapons they need. So lots of stuff took place this weekend, which is why the markets were shaky. Now here's a tweet from the Kobayashi letter. This market has all your answers. Over the last 72 hours, the U.S. bombed Iranian nuclear sites. Russia said countries are ready to supply Iran with nukes, and Iran's parliament voted to close the Strait of Hormuz. Now, yet, stock market futures are down, or a mere 0.5% or negative 0.5% at the open. And is that all stocks? I think Circle stock is doing quite well. Like they just had their IPO initial public offering. It started off around like $30, $50. Now that stock's like at $200, $150. That's pretty crazy. But what economic events should we look forward to or pay attention to from June 23rd, which is today, to the 27th? So what's going on this week? Well, key inflation data is due this week, kicking off with June's S&P Global Manufacturing PMI and Services, the PMI preliminary readings on Monday. Now, these purchases managed indexes are leading economic indicators used by analysts to gain insights into changing economic conditions and rates of the change. Now, Tuesday, we will see home sales data and consumer confidence reports released, while Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell will be speaking before Congress to give lawmakers an update on the central bank's views on inflation and the economy. Then Thursday, we will see more GDP data released for quarter one, which will paint a broader picture of the state of the economy and what to expect going forward. Now, Friday's personal consumption expenditure for May is the big report of the week, as it tracks changes in inflation based on consumer spending, and the Fed considers the annualized core PCE price index a preferred gauge for inflation in the US. Now, again, here's a little bullet point chart of what's going on this week. We got the market reacts to the U.S. strikes on Iran. So that happened Monday. So we're seeing how the market is affected right now. May existing home sales of data is going to be issued tomorrow on Tuesday, as well as the June CB consumer confidence data as well on Tuesday as well. But Tuesday and Wednesday, we got the Fed Chair Powell speaking. Thursday, we're going to hear about U.S.'s quarter one GDP data. And on Friday, we'll see the May PCE inflation data. So this is a very busy economic calendar combined with increased tensions in the Middle East. It is likely to create a very volatile week ahead for the crypto markets and probably all markets out there. Now, the crypto market outlook is the digital assets continue to weaken over the weekend following U.S. military action in the Middle East and more rhetoric from Iran and Russia as these situations escalate. Now, markets lost 4% in the fall to 3.15 trillion, but managed to recover slightly during earlier trading in Asia on Monday morning. Now, losses were led by Bitcoin, which fell to $98,500. So that was the low point of the weekend, and its first sub-six-figure dip since May. So I can't believe it's been since May since we had our last dip beneath 100. That's crazy. But however, Bitcoin has reclaimed the 101 level at this time of this writing, and as of me recording, and even Ethereum dumped more than 7% in the fall to $2,135, its lowest since it broke the 2,000 level in early May. But nevertheless, it also made a minor recovery to trade around $2,240, and altcoins were all in the red aside from the hyperliquid as market continues to weaken. So that's what was going on. But again, like all markets, everything's looking green right now. So after that dip, of course, everything's green. I think the only things that are still down are Mint, Lido, Uni, and so PAX and HTX. And so those are the guys that are, wait, is this KuCoin? Wait, what is this coin right here? KuCoin is down too. I guess there was some word out there maybe about a hot wallet or something going on with them. I didn't stumble upon it. But no, it looks like this stock, crypto is recovering quite well over this weekend. But again, we're just going to have to pay attention, see what goes on, what happens, and yeah, we'll keep you informed. We're just going to see it. Now it's just a fun waiting game, really. That's crypto for you. It's like, oh, do I make moves? Do I just sit down and watch? Do I buy more? What do I do? It's like, just sit back and enjoy the show. Grab a soda, grab a popcorn. We got some fun entertainment going on right now. And again, have fun with it. Don't get too stressed about it because, again, in crypto, I'm living the crypto life where I have most of my assets in crypto, but I'm just not stressed about any of this. Like, this doesn't phase me out at all. This doesn't scare me for like, oh, I'm living the Bitcoin standard. Like, should I be worried? Is Bitcoin going to go down? It's like, it doesn't phase me at all. Like, we have still so much positive news going on. This is just one part of the world that's affecting everything. We still got so many positive things happening here in the States as well, with Texas governor signing the Bitcoin Reserve Bill into law now. So there we go. That's our third state that have a Bitcoin Reserve. And they're probably going to be buying this dip over the counter, under the table, and they won't announce it till later on, but because they want to keep these prices low still. So lots still bullish news going on in the space. Just because we have this going on, nothing to be fearful. But let's talk about this governor signing the bill and what it's going to do. So Texas aims to bolster its financial infrastructure through strategic Bitcoin inclusion and expertise advisory management. So key takeaways from this article is that Texas has established a Bitcoin reserve as part of its financial strategy, and the reserve requires Bitcoin to have maintained an average market cap of $500 billion over 24 months. Okay, so that's a little different than some of the other ones out there to have a strategic reserve. Some just say it has to be at a market cap of $500 billion. This bill is saying they have to be above $500 billion for at least 24 months. So, hey, that's only Bitcoin right there. So no other altcoin's going to hit that space. But yeah, so that's some key takeaways from this article. But Texas Governor Greg Abbott has signed Senate Bill 21 into law, paving the way for the state to establish a Bitcoin reserve as part of its financial strategy. Now, with this move, Texas becomes the third state in the U.S. to adopt Bitcoin as strategic assets, joining New Hampshire and Arizona, the first two states to pass a Bitcoin-focused bill. Now, I think Arizona, they passed some type of bill, not the full reserve one, but I believe that one just got finally revamped and going back to Senate again to try to get to push through. So maybe it'll be a change there. But there have been at least two other states, New Hampshire and Arizona, with at least a Bitcoin-focused bill that have been passed. And now we got Texas, so very nice. Now, authored by Senators Charles Schwartner, the SB 21, also known as the Texas Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Act, aims to enable the establishment of a Bitcoin reserve outside of the state treasury that the state comptroller will manage. Now, the reserve is designed to allow the state to invest in Bitcoin and other qualifying crypto assets as a hedge against inflation, economic volatility, and to enhance overall financial resilience. However, under the law, the asset must maintain an average market capitalization of at least $500 billion over the previous 24 months. And as of now, only Bitcoin meets that criteria. Bitcoin currently sits at over $2 trillion in market valuation per CoinGecko's data. And the second largest crypto asset is Ethereum, but it currently has a market cap of $277 billion. So while it does not yet meet the $500 billion BTC's 24-month average required by SB 21, it could qualify for inclusion in the reserve if its market cap rises over the time. So Ethereum still can make it on there, but again, it has to reach these qualifications, $500 billion. And I'm sure that's with all these other coins out there. So everyone has a chance to be on a reserve. They just have to meet these qualifications first. Then who knows if that will change later on as we get more pumps and rises in the crypto market. We'll see like really what coins can be included in this. So I'm going to wait on that. But the legislation also authorized the formation of a 5-member advisory committee to guide the reserve management, including the comptroller and 3 crypto investment experts. The comptroller can contract with qualified custodians for secure storage and liquidity providers with at least 5 years digital asset trading experience. So before being signed into law, the bill passed the Texas Senate with a 25 votes in favor and 5 against it, while the House approved it with 9 votes in favor of the 4 opposed. Now, the law is expected to take effect on September 1st, 2025, and Texas governor already expressed support for the bill before approving it. Abbott shared in an article about Texas's move to establish a Bitcoin reserve on X May 22nd, signaling that he would eventually give it a nod. Now, Governor Abbott also signed HB 4488, a companion bill that shields the Bitcoin reserve from periodic Treasury fund sweeps and affirms its legal standings, even if no Bitcoin is purchased by the summer 2025. So very, very nice. And here's that tweet. Texas moves to establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. This is a new era in state finance. Now, Governor Abbott on Saturday signed also the House Bill 4484, or 4488, like we mentioned, which aims to protect certain state funds, including SB 21 or any Bitcoin reserve created outside the state treasury for automatic abolition. So that's awesome. That is now a protected bill on top of the strategic bill saying, yeah, no, you can't pull from this from the treasury. No one can get into it. We're holding on this Bitcoin and nobody can touch it. So that's really cool that they did add that bill as well. And maybe some other states will follow along with it too, just to keep this as protected as possible. So way to go, Texas, on signing those 2 bills out there. So way to go, guys. Now let's take a quick commercial break before we come back to some scammy news, phishing news, just everything going on that you should be aware of. So we will be right back with that.
In 2008, $7 trillion in home equity disappeared overnight. Millions trusted that their homes would keep them safe. They would be wrong. It takes a lifetime to build wealth, but only a single storm to lose it all. A storm is coming, and only those who prepare will survive. Home to HODL is a brand new program brought to you exclusively by the Bitcoin Bend Crypto Club. It is your ark, your lifeline to safe harbor. Transfer your valuable equity from your home into the soundest money in human history, Bitcoin. During the last financial crisis, homes lost 30% of their value on average, and almost all of the homeowner's equity. Now contrast that to Bitcoin over the past 4 years. It has appreciated over 60% every single year. Home to HODL is your Noah's Ark built for financial survival and growth. Get your home equity transferred into Bitcoin before the storm strikes. We have partnered with leading financial institutions to help you unlock the full power of your home equity at maximum loan to value and the best rates available. If you already have a great low interest home loan, keep it. Simply unlock your trapped wealth in a second position loan. And with our no KYC Bitcoin purchase program, we buy bulk Bitcoin privately and store it in your custody where it belongs. Not with the exchanges, not with the government, and certainly not with the banks that need bailouts themselves. Your equity, your Bitcoin, your keys. I'm Dr. Jay Bose, CEO with Bitcoin Bend Crypto Club. We are your lighthouse to guiding you away from the stormy seas and onto solid ground. Because preserving wealth is not just about survival, it's about protecting your future, your family, your legacy. Home to HODL is a big, bold, and beautiful way to secure your financial future today. Please call us or text us at 941-413-6920 and we will get you started on our exclusive members-only Home to HODL program. The system is fragile. Bitcoin is not.
And we are back. Now I'm staring at the screen over here, which is playing the ad. But yeah, that's just one of the programs we offer at the Bitcoin Bend Crypto Club. So if you want to check out the programs, go to bbcprograms.com or go to bitcoinbend.io. I have right here. View our programs, view our clubs. We have so many to offer. The Home to HODL is one of them. We have a loans to Bitcoin purchases, and also as well as our club members are gain access to our bulk weekly Bitcoin purchases, no KYC. If you don't know what KYC is, that is pretty big in the crypto space because usually we just want it to be peer-to-peer. So if you ever want that, look it up. But yeah, check out those sites there. We even have podcast rooms here you can rent out as well. If you want clean, organic, farm-bred beef here in America, we have our Beef Initiative program as well. So lots of stuff to check out. Now let's dive right back on into the news. What else is going on? For those of you who like reading the news as much as me, and you tried logging on to Cointelegraph today, you probably got a pop-up saying, there's a warning, like a phishing attack going on right now with this website. Are you sure you want to do it? I was like, what's going on with Cointelegraph? So apparently they did have a front-end attack out there promoting a fake airdrop, connecting wallets to it. So be careful with Cointelegraph right now. And here's what you should be aware of if you're still going to be following the news on that site. So Cointelegraph's website hacked in a fake airdrop and phishing attack. Cointelegraph is the latest in a wave of phishing attacks targeting crypto platforms via exploits that lure losers with fake tokens and rewards. So, crypto news outlet Cointelegraph has confirmed that its website was compromised in a front-end exploit used to promote a fraudulent token airdrop and steal from users. It said that in a statement on X on Sunday night that it was aware of the fraudulent pop-up and was actively working on a fix. Now, do not click on any of these pop-ups, connect your wallets to, or enter any personal information it warrants. So yeah, guys, like if you're using this site and it's asking you to connect your wallet or click on any links, don't do it at all. That's like Cointelegraph was reporting on that, but that's how these phishing attacks were going on. But the pop-up falsely claims users have been selected for a giveaway of a new token, purportedly part of a fair launch initiative by Cointelegraph to reward its loyal readers out there, but no. Total scam. Now, it displayed a fabricated token price and promised users just under $5,500 worth of tokens if they connected their crypto wallets. It also claimed security firm CertiK had audited the smart contract, so they're trying to make you trustworthy of it. It's like, oh, we did this, we did that. And like they're just trying to get you to say this is what we did without you actually having to look into it, do some research. They just want you to click in there fast and go, oh, they did this and that. You know what? That seems pretty trustworthy. Let me click on it. No, they never did any of that. Just fake advertisement. Now, the method used mirrors a similar front-end attack on the price aggregator CoinMarketCap, which occurred just 2 days prior. So CoinMarketCap had a little front-end issue as well. But in that case, visitors to the site saw pop-ups requesting wallet connections for verification purposes. CoinMarketCap later confirmed malicious code had been injected into the site and it was removed. Both incidents represent a growing wave of phishing attacks targeting crypto platforms via compromised user interfaces. Now, in these scams, victims are lured into connecting wallets under false pretenses, such as receiving tokens or confirming identity, and then see their accounts drained by attacker immediately. So yeah, whoever did a link or connect their wallet to the attack, once they hit confirmed on that button, all of their crypto start getting drained because they just confirmed for all the tokens to be moved to whoever scammer wallet that is. So that's what usually takes place. But according to the blockchain intelligence firm TRM Labs, phishing schemes and malware-based infrastructure attacks made up 70% of the $2.2 billion stolen in crypto-related hacks last year. Now, the Cointelegraph attack comes just days after security researchers disclosed a massive data dump containing over 16 billion stolen login credentials, including access to accounts on platforms like Google, Telegram, and GitHub. The trove was likely assembled from info stealer malware and credential stuffing and prior leaks. So we may be seeing a lot more like types of these things going on right now. Because again, that 16 billion like password hack that went on, again, like it may not just be users that have their passwords learned. This could be like platforms, again, like Cointelegraph, CoinMarketCap, could be even Coinbase. Like those guys' like passwords got stolen, and then they can link into their account, put in a malicious code like we saw with Cointelegraph. So we gotta be on high alert, guys, right now. Like because of last weekend that phishing, like or that billion hack or whatever, it's just you got to be on alerts. It's like maybe change your password, have two-factor security, and then it's like anything that just goes on that just seems fishy, take a step back and just analyze it. Just like open up a new tab and go, what's going on? Why am I experiencing this? Go to ChatGPT or Grok, go to AI, ask it like, what's happening right now? Why is Cointelegraph giving me a warning? It'll bring you the data that you need to know. It's like, oh, that's a scam. Don't do anything. Just you'll be good. So just be on high alert, guys, because this isn't the only attack going on. We even got Trezor, the hardware wallet, warning users about phishing emails mimicking customer support. So if you're getting a fake customer support, or you don't even know if it's fake, if you get a customer support from Trezor reaching out to you, it's not them. Nobody is ever going to be reaching out to you about like problems, urgency. It's like, it's just, that's how they get you in the scam. Like, so that's why we always say in the space, it's like nobody's ever going to reach out to you, mention you. I'm not going to do it. The crypto club's not going to do it unless you're on our weekly newsletter. But there's like, no one's going to be going to you and asking you for your seed phrase, login information, phone number, or address. If anybody asks for those information, it's a scammer. It's not the real person out there. So just do not give up any of that information. I think earlier this weekend, somebody emailed me saying like Kinetic Solutions was trying to get a hold of people out there. And it was from Ben and Patrick. And I looked through that and they're going, I told the person, just block that email. It's not them. I'm sure if they looked at the email address link, it probably wasn't even from them, but it just said, oh, like we're changing our security up. So if you got a different address you want to use, phone number, they're trying to get your information. So just no. So if anybody, again, asks for those specific details, phone number, address, seed phrase, private key, or they're telling you to go somewhere to input that data, just stop. It's a scam. So hopefully your red flag triggers now and you're aware that that's what usually takes place. But let's hear about Trezor's warning, what's going on with them right now too. So Trezor warned of an ongoing phishing attempt exploiting its support contact form. So hardware wallet producer Trezor warned users about an ongoing phishing campaign that mimics the company's official customer support replies. So in Monday's X post, Trezor warned that the firm is aware attackers abused our contact form to send scam emails appearing as legitimate Trezor support replies. The company reminded its customers not to share wallet backups meaning the seed phrase or private key, so the wallet backup, noting that they should always be kept private and offline. So never a digital copy of it, write out your seed phrase, engrave it, just never keep it online. But Trezor said it will never ask for your wallet backup, confirming that emails may appear as legitimate, but are not. So again, even these guys like me saying they will never ask you for any of that. And Trezor noted that the issue has now been contained. Trezor clarified that no email breach had occurred, and attackers submitted requests to the firm's support system on behalf of affected users, which triggered the automatic replies. Now here is that tweet from Trezor. Important update, we have identified a security issue where attackers abused our contact form to send scam emails appearing as legitimate Trezor support replies. Now, these scam emails appear legitimate, but are phishing attempts. Remember, never share your wallet backup. It must always stay private and offline. Trezor will never ask you for your wallet backup, and the issue has been contained, so security is a continuous process. Stay vigilant, guys. Now, those requests resulted in an auto reply coming from the Trezor support system, and the firm claimed that its contact form remains safe and secure. Trezor did not immediately respond to Cointelegraph's request for comment, and phishing attacks are common in crypto. Phishing attacks are prevalent in the cryptocurrency industry, with spear phishing attacks targeting high net worth individuals, often resulting in substantial losses. Mel D. Farouk, an investment partner at crypto venture capital firm Hypersphere, recently revealed that he lost a significant portion of his life savings in such a targeted phishing attack. Now, in late May, a single victim was scammed 2 times within 3 hours, losing a total of $2.6 million in stablecoins. Now, hacks to expose one phishing bait to a large number of potential victims are also not uncommon. Now, CoinMarketCap and Cointelegraph affected. We just covered the article on Cointelegraph. But a few days ago, the crypto price tracking service CoinMarketCap removed a malicious pop-up notification from its website, prompting users to verify their cryptocurrency wallets. A similar attack was also conducted on Cointelegraph in a now-resolved incident. On Saturday, Cointelegraph experienced a brief compromise of its banner publishing system. The breach resulted in malicious advertisement promoting fake token airdrops, and the unauthorized code was removed, and additional security measures have since been implemented to prevent similar incidents out there. So just be very cautious out there. And again, this isn't a Trezor hack that happened. So if you have a Trezor device, I have a Trezor device, I'm still not worried about it, because most of the time when people get hacked or whatever, it's human error, not the wallet's error. So the wallet's never had a hack out there, but they're like for their customer support channel or their customer channel where you buy your wallets on, because you never want to go through third parties, always buy from the direct source, so like Trezor.io. It's that platform, like where you needed to send them an email to get your receipt and everything. That's where they got all these phishing emails. So that did get compromised, like hacked on one end, but your wallets are still completely safe because you don't use your email to get logged into your wallet. No, the only thing that lets you in your wallet is you set that up and you back up your seed phrase for it. So Trezor wasn't hacked at all, but again, just more phishing emails are still going out there from the previous just data leak out there from that. So guys, be due diligent. But luckily, not all these scammers are super smart geniuses, high-tech coders out there. Some are just idiots. No joke, literal idiots. Because with this article right here, we have a crypto scammer flaunting $4 million worth of stolen Coinbase users, and ZachXBT reveals who this person is. So some of these guys are just idiots. So let's go through this article. So blockchain investigator ZachXBT has revealed how a New York-based scammer stole over $4 million from Coinbase users through a sophisticated social engineering scheme. Now, as cybersecurity experts work to harden the Web3 software crypto scammer, they are increasingly targeting the human element. On Monday, June 23rd, ZachXBT shared a detailed breakdown, including a call of recordings exposed how one of the scammers manipulated victims into giving access to your wallets. Now, here was the tweet. So, an investigation into how the New York-based social engineering scammer Day 2 / Paul's on Hip, Christian Neve, stole $4 million from Coinbase users by impersonating customer support and then bought luxury goods and lost most of the funds gambling at casinos. So he stole, bought luxury watches that we can see here, and then basically lost it all gambling. Sheesh. Now, the individual identified as Christian Neves, known online as Day 2, or Paws on Hips, allegedly used stolen funds to purchase luxury goods, flaunting them openly on social media, according to Zach XBT. Now, Neves was able to afford this lifestyle by operating a targeted phone-based scam. Zach XBT reported that Neves ran a fake support call center and even made calls himself posing as Coinbase representatives. His group targeted users and convinced them to set up Coinbase wallets using seed phrases provided by the scammers. Now, once users deposited funds, the wallets are already compromised, and then they were drained by the attackers. Now, the scammers stole $240,000 from an elderly man and bets it all on Roulette. So one such case was an elderly victim who lost the $240,000 to the scam, which was recorded on Discord, and Day 2 deposited some of the assets on a betting site, Roulette, and converted the rest into privacy coin Monero. Now, Zach XBT identified the Roulette username Paws on Hip as belonging to Neves, and noting that the associated deposit address has links to over 30 suspected thefts totaling approximately $4 million. He also stated that Neves frequently placed bets with friends during Discord calls using the same account. Now, what makes the case especially more notable is that the scammer's openness. Unlike more covert operations, Day 2 and his associates regularly show their faces during calls and openly discuss laundering strategies, behaviors that ultimately help investigators trace them down. Now, while blockchain technology itself continues to mature, crypto remains a soft target for bad actors due to its open access nature and lack of traditional banking safeguards. As Zach XBT noted, cases like this often involve unsophisticated scammers whose carelessness leads to their eventual exposure. And these guys just literally expose themselves just like from the start, like doing the live stream, revealing their faces or whatnot. So like I said at the beginning, some scammers are just idiots. It's because like most of the times, like they're keep themselves hidden. They're trying to be as low profile as possible, use Tornado Cash mixing services or even privacy coins to hide their transactions along the way. But man, when you're just flaunting it, showcasing what you do, how dumb do you really got to be? So just don't be a scammer. Don't fall for scammers, and just be high alert right now. Again, so we had Cointelegraph, and then we had CoinMarketCap and hacks going on, which just don't link your wallets to anything suspicious, and don't click on any airdrops because that could be potential warnings. And then same with just Trezor's forewarning on phishing emails. If you're getting an email from a support team saying something's wrong and they need you to go somewhere, move your seed phrase around, just stop, pause, assume it's a scammer right there. If you need extra clarification, give us a call here at the club. Like, choose a Sarasota one. I'm usually always here and I can help you out and just give you a quick little feedback. Just go, that's a scam, block it, report it, forget about it. And then that way you get that nice little sigh of relief where it's like, okay, I'm glad I called the Sherpa and he helped me just clear up and straighten that out. So, yep. So, guys, that is it for the news today. Again, market is, did we go up? When I last checked the coin market cap, we're at 48 or 37. Nope, we're still at a 37 right now. I kind of shot up to 47 for a second. I was like, what? How are people greedy right now? We're in the fear territory. People sold off over the weekend. Oh, Bitcoin just dipped beneath 100,000 again. What's going on? What is going on right here? We're at 99,962. So the market's going to be pretty shaky this week, guys. So just buckle up, buy the dips if you can. If you can't, just hodl, and this is just gonna blow over. So nothing to worry about. Just stay vigilant, stay strong. I love you guys, and I will see you again tomorrow with some more crypto news.
In a world where your data is constantly under attack, one company stands for your digital freedom. Introducing Calyx Solutions, your gateway to ultimate online privacy and secure cryptocurrency trading. Meet the Liberty Laptop. With its modified OS and advanced tracking prevention, it's your shield against surveillance. Access restricted areas, use recommended security software, and browse with confidence. Your digital footprint? Virtually non-existent. For the crypto pros, we present the Crypto Laptop. Pre-configured on premium hardware for secure trading. Optimized for your favorite wallets and exchanges, it's the fortress your digital assets deserve. Both laptops come with expert individual training and support. You're never alone in your journey to digital empowerment. At Calyx Solutions, we put you in control. No more worrying about data breaches or compromised transactions. Ready to join the revolution? Visit calyxsolutions.io and choose your perfect laptop today. Plus, become an affiliate and earn while sharing the power of digital freedom. Calyx Solutions. Unlock your digital freedom. Give us a call or text at 702-845-8276 or visit us directly at calyxsolutions.io.